information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. 1 month from now, it's all the holidays are done. You're done. You're trying to make sure you stick with those New Year's resolutions. And imagine if one of those New Year's resolutions is to get a better job, or get a new job, or get a job. Period. And you want to make sure you get a good one. You want to work for a company that has had a long history. You want to work for a company that's a good culture, as Laura Burns would tell us. That's a word I learned from Laura. Not the word, but the application of the word. Laura Burns is in the studio from Career Source, and she's brought with her a couple of gentlemen from K-Mart. And that's a name we all know. That's a brand we all know. I love the word brand, by the way. Good morning, Laura. How you doing?
Good morning.
Where are you? Do you? Make sure your microphone works. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
So you had a good Thanksgiving?
It was wonderful. As I mentioned, too much food, too much fun, not enough time off.
Did you stay in town?
My youngest son and his fiance hosted for the second year, so we went up to Gainesville for that.
Do you look so young? I can't even imagine you having an adult child.
Well,
I know you hate when I
not.
say that. Okay.
You didn't hear that, Scott.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So Tim Russell is here, and Pat Kay, and Tim, you are the transportation manager. Robin gave me a note here, and Pat, you're the maintenance manager. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Have you guys worked for K-Mart for a long time?
16 myself.
16 years. Wow. And have you always worked here in Ocala?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. And where's the headquarters of K-Mart actually?
It's Hoffman Estate, Illinois.
Oh, in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that. And you, Tim, right? Do I have the
Yes.
names right? Tim, how long have you worked there?
16 years.
16 years. Oh, you started at the same time.
Yes, but I started in Troy, Michigan at the K-Mart headquarters.
Oh, really?
When K-Mart and Sears merged, I moved to the Hoffman Estates, to the combined headquarters in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, and transferred here about 7 years ago.
So nobody could tell a new person better than guys who've got a decade or more how it is to work for a company. So there must be some reason you've stuck with the company 16 years in both cases. Is there a way to answer that question? What's it about K-Mart that made you stay?
Well, it's really opportunity. It's as far as when you work for a larger company, there are definitely some opportunities to advance. We see, for example, our distribution center here, a fairly large portion of our people in management have started out as hourly associates and progressed their way up.
Okay, so somebody who starts is considered an hourly associate?
In most cases.
Okay, and so what kind of, well, we'll get to the jobs that are actually available right now in just a little bit, but I kind of want to get a thumbnail sketch of what it's like to work for K-Mart. When we say K-Mart, are we talking about the stores or the warehouse, the distribution center, or all of that?
More or less all the above, but we're here with the distribution center here in Ocala.
Okay, so the distribution center specifically is what we're looking at
That's
today.
correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, and do you both work there?
Correct.
I know you told me this off the air, but tell me again on the air so the listeners can hear. How big is that place?
Well, the building itself is 2 million square foot.
2 million?
Wow.
Its first construction started in 1990. Our first shipment was in April 1st, 1991.
Wow.
We added another addition in 2000.
Okay.
We have approximately 12 to 15 miles of conveyor inside the building, 200 dock doors.
God, my goodness.
In a one-shift operation, shipping out for 8 to 10 hours a day.
And the trucks that come and go, are they actually delivering merchandise across the state, across the country? Where do they go?
We are delivering in the Southeast. We currently cover Florida. We're into Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and we actually service Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. We have 23 stores, K-Mart stores in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Two in St. Thomas, 2 in St. Croix. We service all of those from here.
How did Ocala get the K-Mart? I'm so glad somebody said yes. Sometimes we make mistakes and say no to things. Laura knows, right? So how did K-Mart? How did we get lucky to get the K-Mart distribution center? It's hard to believe it's since 1991,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Well, I think that would be difficult for Pat and I. Neither of us were with the company
You
at
don't
the
know.
time.
Yeah.
But we can only assume that there must have been some tax incentives to
Well, I was.
bring the company.
You know what I was wondering is it location? Are we like near?
I-75 probably.
Okay, because we're right.
Ports are closed too.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about some of the jobs you have, and hopefully somebody will come. Now, would somebody come? They would go to Laura first to Career Source, right?
Yeah, we would ask them to go to our website, and as we would do is we put these up on our calendar of events. So you just go to today's date, December 3rd, and you'll look for the employer showcase for K-Mart distribution.
Okay.
And you click on that, and you'll see the job order numbers, the job titles, and brief instructions as to how you apply, because you're not going to go down to the distribution center knocking on the door, wandering around saying, I heard about this job.
Right. That's the way. That's probably how you guys got the job.
Yeah.
That's not how you do it now,
Not
right?
the way it's done anymore. So.
By the way, I just got a text. I believe it's from Dan, who was one of the owners of the station. He was a pilot. He is a pilot. And he says pilots actually use the roof of Kmart as a landmark.
That is correct.
It's so big.
That's cool.
That is
Wow.
pretty
Really
awesome.
cool.
Does it say Kmart on top? Can you see it? No.
Oh, you should do that.
Keep
Some
on
branding
top.
for you.
That's right.
That's great.
It take a lot of paint to paint that up there.
Yeah, really. It's
a large roof, yeah.
Let's see it from Google Earth or something.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, in all honesty, somebody right now is looking at Christmas and the holidays and saying, "Oh my goodness, I wish I had a better job. Wish I could provide for my family better." You guys have an opportunity, so I want to make sure those people know what it is and how to go about getting it. So tell me about a couple of jobs you have.
What I have right now is, like I say, I'm the maintenance manager, and I have 2 immediate openings on third shift, a general maintenance and a skilled maintenance position. General maintenance is basically a beginner coming on board to the maintenance department. We ask you
really?
to know a little bit about electrical, motor controls, those kind of folks that will take them and train them to become skilled maintenance in 3 to 5 years.
What's an opportunity?
Yeah, it is a growth opportunity. We also have a skilled maintenance position available, which is a little more advanced. Those guys are required to know motor controls, this type of stuff. They have to work on the conveyor system, forklift repairs, this type of stuff, HVAC.
And would the first person that you described learn those skills so he or she could become the
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We have a very good training program that we've implemented, and we actually do a lot of training in-house. We have a lot of online training through our Dematic University.
And I'm sure it goes without saying it could be a she, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
a woman
Yes, sir.
could get that position.
That is correct.
And what time is third shift?
Third shift is from 11 to 7:30, 11 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Starts Sunday night, and Thursday night is your Friday. You leave Friday morning at 7:30.
Oh, really?
That's correct.
I used to work the night shifts. I used to like night shifts in certain jobs.
Yeah.
At certain ages, too.
This position, like say, on third shift, it is more of a preventive maintenance position. They do
really?
all the preventive maintenance on all the conveyors, forklift. Like I said, we have about 1,669 motors in the building, so we do 382 conveyor PMs per month.
Wow.
When we talk about the culture of a business, does the third shift socialize with the first shift? I mean, do you guys get together for parties and things like that?
We have a monthly, what we call birthday meetings, and then we have dinner
really?
meetings throughout the whole year. That third shift, and maintenance is a little different because third shift maintenance and first shift maintenance, they definitely talk every day to pass on issues
Sure,
and things like that.
Yeah. Tim, what kind of jobs do you have?
Currently, there are none available in my department, in the transportation department. It came down primarily to speak with Pat's jobs and just
Okay.
overall of the building itself.
And when you say transportation, are you somehow involved with the truck drivers, or what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
my team's job to basically, we schedule all the appointments inbound to the building. That's shipments coming in from all over the country, use rail and truck, less than truckload modes.
Do you have a rail going right to the store?
Not-
I mean, to the distribution center?
No, most of that's coming into Jacksonville, and then the truck from Jacksonville.
Oh, I
But it's
see.
coming in from all over the country. Constantly every day, we have a lot coming from the West Coast, coming from the Northeast, all into Jacksonville, and then it's shuttled in from there.
And that's 24 hours a day that trucks come into the distribution center?
Correct. Our truck gate is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
So if we go to Kmart and the thing we want isn't there, but we found it online, and we order it, and they'll say, come back to the store on Wednesday, it'll be here. First it goes through you guys?
Yes. If we have it, it'll ship from our building. If it's not in our building, then they'll look at the other distribution centers that we have around the country, like this building. And then if not from there, then they'll look at other stores.
Wow. I know this isn't exactly why you're here, but I'm guessing 16 years ago, keeping track of all that was done differently than it's done now. I'm guessing that's all changed. Like us, everything has changed here. Has it for you too? I mean, did it used to be a clipboard and lots of paperwork?
Yeah, inventory.
At one point, it was, but being a bigger company such as K-Mart is, or our sister company Sears, who I see through the window here. It's we've been on inventory management systems for a long period of time. On the K-Mart side, we went through an upgrade of that system about 10 years ago, and we came to a more modern system where we have RF scanners on the forklifts. When they're doing put away, they go up and scan it.
Oh, wow.
Then they scan the location that they put it into and put it away. So it's a real time.
So you know where it is.
Correct, on a real time basis.
Wow. If such a big facility, how many people actually work there?
We're at, I want to say it's 90 plus right now, hourly associates, and I think we have 24, 25 management.
Is that right? Wow. Wow. And how do you get around such a large place? I mean, you all have little segways or something?
Well, the maintenance guys have maintenance carts. Management have some golf carts, but most everybody, they walk back and forth.
Everybody.
Do you have a cafeteria there?
We have vending services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have several canteens that you can get snacks and with microwaves and water and stuff like that for the associates. Most everybody brings their lunch to work.
Laura, have you been there? Have you gone to the district?
I haven't, but I feel like I need to.
You want to take a tour? Me too. That's what I'm thinking.
I was like, wow, I had frankly no idea it was that massive, and that's really...
It's a pretty nice operation. We're shipping out about 8,000 to 9,000 cases per hour. We have 2 shipping sorters that we ship to 53 docks. Every day from 6 to 4:30.
Wow. We need to take a little break, and then we'll be right back. But is it okay to ask wages and benefits and things like that? Can we?
We refer that back to the career services.
Career service. Okay. All right, Laura.
The potential candidates. As they
well, I know
aboard.
it's hourly, so
Correct.
that gives me some clue. Okay, so we'll take a little break, and we will be right back. If you are looking for a job, this is a great opportunity to pay attention. Tim Russell and Pat Kay are here with Laura Burns from Career Source. They are telling you about some job opportunities at the K-Mart Distribution Center, and they've been doing it for 16 years, so it sounds like the kind of a job you keep once you get. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today, but there can be a shower in the area, mainly along the coast, the high 76 to 80. And clear to partly cloudy tonight, lows ranging from the upper 50s in a few inland locations to 66 along the coast. Sunshine mixing with clouds tomorrow. There may be an afternoon shower along the coast, the high 76 to 80. On Friday, partly sunny, maybe a shower along the coast, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting less roofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
All right, 11 minutes before 10 o'clock, Tim Russell and Pat Kay are here from the K-Mart Distribution Center here in Ocala, and they have some job openings to tell you about. Laura Burns is the person you would see to get those jobs because she represents Career Source, and that's who they use. I got to tell you on the air now, I went to the Earth View to see how big it is because she told me how many million acres?
2 million square foot,
2 million
50
square
acres.
50 acres. It's larger than some of these little neighborhoods in the same picture I'm looking at, and no wonder it's used as a as a landmark by pilots. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Laura, the website is how they start?
Yes, careersourceclm.com, and you're going to go to the website, and right on the homepage, you'll see the calendar. Just click on today's date, December 3rd, and you'll find, as soon as I get it up, when I return to the office after the show, so within the hour. Now, folks are not going to see me, but they're going to maybe work with a placement specialist, or I'm the communications manager. I'm not the expert on the
You get them in there, yeah.
We have people that can really work with you. If you say, gosh, I'd really love this job, but my resume is not really it needs to be dusted off, or my interview skills are not what they should be. We have professionals who are trained to get you up to speed and to help you out. So definitely, use any of our free services.
Pat, who's the ideal candidate for the jobs you were talking about?
For a general maintenance candidate, it would be a younger man or woman that has some basic electrical and mechanical skills. I mean, it's just not a real technical deal. We'll get you to the technical stage through our training program. So basically, basic mechanical skills.
And there's basically 2 positions open?
That is correct.
Those 2 you talked about? Right now, there's somebody out there, that there's some very, very talented young person who is scraping by, trying to make ends meet, and has these skills you're talking about, and never thought about applying them at a K-Mart.
Absolutely.
So, what does the K stand for?
Kresge. J.J. Kresge is who started K-Mart back in early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
J.J. Kresge. I
never knew that. Now I know. I was go to Kmart, look for things that start with K. I found knives and kitchen utensils. I think there'd be more K things, right? Talk about the culture again, the corporate culture. What is it like? I mean, everybody knows when you do a job, you got a job to do. But there's also this other element, like with us, for example. Whose birthday was it recently? Tish's. We had
Tish's,
a birthday. We got together. We had, but we've got how many people? 6 here, maybe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how do you guys? What do you guys do to make a culture out of the work experience?
We actually do a lot of interaction with the hourly associates as far as management. We have what we call performance improvement team meetings that we ask the hourly associates, what could we do to make your job better? How can we do it? So I think it's a universal, we all work together as one.
So what would I see if I walked in there right now? What are the people doing right now? They're moving boxes, I'm guessing.
Moving boxes. Little brown boxes coming in one side, they're going out the other. Everybody's picking boxes.
Everybody's moving boxes, and they all know how to move them and where to move them too. And they have equipment to do that moving? I'm guessing some boxes can't be lifted.
Well, we have different job functions.
Forklifts
forklifts. We have reach trucks, stock pickers. Mostly people that are picking the boxes are picking it by hand in a module. And we do have full pallets that we move by equipment. Forklifts, sit-downs.
And Tim, as transportation, do you also in charge of the forklifts and all of those kinds of vehicles?
Actually, that's Pat's job as far as maintenance. And a number of pieces of equipment in the building. And Pat says we have some forklifts and sit-downs and stand-ups. We have a lot of them. I mean, there's hundreds of pieces of equipment in the building that Pat's team maintains in addition to the conveyor system and so on. So my team we get everything to and from the building. We create the outbound store delivery plans for the store's frequencies based on the store's volume and so on. We coordinate all that. We do for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. We do have to go through customs for Virgin Islands.
Oh, wow.
Taxation department for Puerto Rico. So, we coordinate that piece, but all the mechanical equipment, the building itself, all the mechanics, everything, that's all Pat's area.
So there are more than drivers in the transportation area. You actually need other people to handle the bills of lading and things like that.
Correct. The people who create the bill of ladings, that's my team.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have a phone call, so if you'll put the headphones on, you should be able to hear the caller. And actually, you have several of them coming in, so we'll try to get one at a time. First, good morning. Thank you for waiting. You are first, and you're speaking to Tim Russell and Pat Kay.
Yes, I want to know how important is the background checks in applying for these jobs. I work with some of the prison system, and some of these prisoners have been rehabilitated. They're good workers, and some of them got some good skills. But it's kind of hard for them to find work because, they've been incarcerated or something. But how important are background checks in applying for these jobs? I'll hang up and listen to you.
All right, thank you for that. Good question. Yeah.
I'd have to report that back to the HR department. It's like I say, I'm not sure how that process goes.
Yeah.
And also, we have something called Beyond Barriers. It is a program specially designed for folks who have, any kind of barrier, whether it's a criminal record, what have you, to employment. And so if you find that is a stumbling block for you, give us a call at 1-800-434-JOBS and say, hey, I need your help.
And he's bringing up a good point. I mean, some people have made a mistake. They've paid the price. They're ready to walk the straight and narrow and do it right. But sometimes we have attitudes toward people who have a background like that. But they're really good workers.
Absolutely.
We've worked with a few.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, we've got another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning. I missed a little bit of the beginning part of the interview. Where are the corporate offices located for K-Mart?
The corporate offices are located in Hoffman Estates, Illinois.
Was that like a suburb of Chicago?
Yes, it is. It's approximately 40 miles northwest of downtown Chicago.
Okay. Everybody knows, Walmart, I hate to say the word, but, they're number one in the world and in the country. Where does K-Mart rank behind them?
In terms of sales, I believe we are currently ranked nationally on the retail sales. I believe around fourth overall nationally in total sales. It's Walmart, as we know, is number one. I believe they're followed by Home Depot. Target is up there as well.
Yeah, but you're not going anywhere. That's the important part. So the whole purpose of being here today is to talk about jobs, and if you're going to look for a good job, you want a good job that is not only good but is going to be around for a while. And obviously, you guys are testimony to the fact that it is a good job to hold on to. Are there any challenges that the newcomer would maybe need to know in advance, or do you take them by the hand? I can't imagine a factory environment where you take them by the hand. Usually you throw them in and let them.
That's right.
Let them do the best they can. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I've seen in the 16 years with people is just the shock they get when they walk in and see the massive size of it. It's just so huge. And then you have to take them by the hand and say, it's really just a building.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, yeah. But it's the size of a neighborhood.
There is a very intense training program that each associate goes through.
Oh, really?
We don't just throw them to the wolves. They the first day or day and a half is nothing but compliance training, and so they never even make it out onto the warehouse floor. Where they're going through different trainings, and then once they are put out there, then they're working with another associate, and they have. We have production standards within the building, and they start out at a certain level, and they have to raise up to 100% productivity within a scheduled period of time.
Any benefits we should talk about? Are there any vacation time, off time? I mean, I know that's the worst thing you want to ask at an interview, but at the same time, I thought I'd bring it up.
Very competitive with our benefits. Like I said, there's vacation, 401k, medical, dental insurance. I mean, we're pretty competitive.
You were talking about the associate who would get the third shift. They would get off at Friday night?
Friday morning, 7:30 a.m.
So are you guys totally closed on weekends?
Pretty much, yes, sir.
Oh, you are? Okay. Well, that's good. Gosh, that's a real benefit, right? I mean, wouldn't you be looking for a job that's off when your family's off for the most part? Yeah.
And do you have a certain mission statement, Tim?
Oh, directed right at Tim.
Yes.
Now, I noticed Laura pointed out on here. Of course, I'm not wearing my glasses at the.
Right down there.
What does it say, Laura?
It's a great place to be.
Right.
Yeah, that's really wonderful because it's a huge family environment, and then if a person is single, they're also welcome there also.
I bet you you have some people working at the K-Mart, the store itself, that might want to transfer. Are they already part? They're already part of the company, right?
Yeah, sure. They could sit in for what we call a bid book or something like that and try to transfer into maintenance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, let's end with you and just give again the information so somebody who's interested in applying or sharing the information can do that.
Just visit our website, careersourceclm.com, and you'll see the calendar of events. Click on today's date, and you'll find the employer spotlight at K-Mart Distribution. You'll find it in about 30 minutes. It's not up yet. It will be up.
Okay.
And that will explain how you can apply for the jobs.
Are you guys busier this time of year because of Christmas?
Very busy this time of year.
But you don't have any extra help this time of year, huh?
We do bring on seasonal help.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any positions real quickly that we can?
Pretty much winding down now.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
two
So that's
positions-
done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, my positions will be full-time, 40-hour-a-week positions in general maintenance.
All right, and you got two of them. So call Laura Burns, or call Career Source, I should say. Laura, thank you for bringing in Tim and Pat
Pleasure.
today.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a little break. We will be right back. Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and have a great Christmas.
Same to you, and thank you for having us.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Millions of Americans could pay less on their taxes if a package up for a House vote today makes it through Congress.